we need, I think, more than ever, a public service broadcaster producing impartial news and accurate news. Therefore, when it makes mistakes, of course it should apologise and of course it should be scrutinised. But you're singling out two programmes which, as I say, I think they got it wrong. The BBC has reported on thousands and thousands of reports on Donald Trump. If there was some sort of BBC-wide conspiracy, we would be seeing a lot more than this.
Well, this 19-page memo from Michael Prescott does show much more than this. It's not just President Trump, is it? It's Gaza coverage. It's the debate over trans people.
There are allegations about, specifically, I think, the BBC Arabic service. And if there are issues, and I think there may be issues with the BBC Arabic service, which, by the way, is not where we get our coverage of Gaza and Israel.
It's funded in part by the BBC and
indeed in part by the Foreign Office. Of course, that would need to be sorted out. Of course it does. Look, the reason I support the BBC is not for the drama or the sport, or that it's nice to have. It's precisely because I recognise how important it is for us to have an impartial and accurate news service. By the way, isn't it brilliant that we have a broadcaster that reports on its own issues? That is fundamental, I think, to our democracy. And that's why, when it makes mistakes, it should apologise. But for the American president, the most powerful man in the world, and our number one ally, to be throwing his weight around, threatening to sue for $1 billion Britain's public service broadcaster, I think, quite frankly, is disgraceful. And I think it could risk having a chilling effect on free speech. We're constantly told that people on the right, they're glued to free speech. We don't want American presidents. Imagine if Keir Starmer started threatening American broadcasters. It simply wouldn't happen.